If you're trying to grow your business and you can handle additional growth, then this is the perfect place for you, because I'm going to show you the 4 ways to increase your revenue and profits. Now, my experience with growing companies from 0 to 6 figures, and from 6 to 7, and from 7 to 8, and also from low 8s to high 8s, is that most companies, they just don't know that there's really only 4 ways to grow. So I want to show you the 4 ways to grow and then tell you how to benefit from each one of them, and also give you examples of how you could leverage them to make this your best year ever. Now, before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a second and hit the subscribe button now, and also the bell notification. It only takes a second and it really does help the channel out. Plus, it puts you at the front of the lines before each business video comes out, so you could get access to it. So when we're talking about growing revenue or profits, you can do one of 4 things, right? You could increase the number of customers you have, increase the frequency that they purchase from you, increase the amount of each purchase, or you can reduce the COGS, or the expenses. What COGS is short for cost of goods sold. So increase or reduce the COGS or expenses. Now, most companies, especially small ones, get this all wrong. They focus 80% of their time or more on the hardest ways of growing, which is increasing the number of customers. And when they do that, they immediately look at the most expensive ways to increase the number of customers. And it's mind-boggling when you watch this, because they start dumping more and more and more money into buying advertising, instead of doing something simple like reactivating their past clients or asking for referrals. Heck, most companies could add 20% easy to their net bottom line by putting together a good system of calls and emails and maybe postcards that automatically get their past customers to start buying again, and also reaching out to them at the same time in that same marketing piece, reaching out to current customers and asking them for referrals. But let's think a little bit bigger than this. Let's look at the other 3 ways of growing your revenue, because a simple 10% increase in just one of those other areas, because there's so little expenses associated with those areas, could mean 50 to 100% or more in net revenue increases, meaning net revenue, that's your profit, right? Which is how much you could put in your pocket at the end of the day. And there's simple automated systems you could put in place to increase those 3 areas with such little effort on your end, if you know how to do it. So let me give you a couple of examples. About 4 years ago, we started upsells when people bought from us. And that goes for our online businesses as well as our offline companies, which means that when somebody buys something from us, we offer them a discount if they buy more before they finish their checkout. It's kind of like asking a customer if they want to buy 3 bottles of the supplement instead of just 1, or instead of just buying a book, hey, also get the workbook for just another $10. Right now, our upsells have about a 26% take rate, depending on the offer, with no added expenses and no additional marketing, which, when we first started doing this, meant an immediate boost of about 58% to our bottom line. That's 58% more revenue with no added expenses, like literally no added expenses, except for a little bit of emails or something that had to go out. Another really great example is a post-sale follow-up offer for another item. And you could do this so simply. So after somebody buys from us, whether the sale is over the phone or it's in a store or on a website, no matter how they purchase, every single customer gets a follow-up series of emails or calls from us. And the goal is to first and foremost create a relationship with them and to be there for them, but also to educate them on how to consume the product that they just bought, whether it's reading a book or taking a supplement or doing anything, right? And then to show them how to get even faster results if they get the next higher product from us, right? And that's only if it's appropriate. If it's appropriate at the time when we're on the phone with them, then we try to upsell them to something else. Now, 38% of our customers buy at least one other product within 30 days. 38% within 30 days buy another product from us because of the follow-up series that we just created. And 52% of our customers buy at least one other product within the first 6 months after their first purchase. Again, specifically from that automated follow-up series. So do the math. How much would it cost for you to build, I don't know, a small series of emails, right? So a follow-up sequence of emails. If you write it yourself, it's going to be free. But if you hire a copywriter to do it, I don't know, might cost you $1,000, $1,500, something like that. But then you use those emails over and over and over again forever. And if that follow-up series increases the lifetime value of your customers by 38% or whatever it is, because your results are going to vary, right? Your results might be a little bit less, it might be a little bit more, whatever. I'm just sharing with you numbers that I've experienced from our companies. But how much more money would your company make if you did that? I mean, and that number whatever you come up with is every single month if you just follow up with them. And I'll give you one last example here, because this is amazing if you just do these little itty bitty things. The number one simplest thing I believe that all online companies do is that they put a little advertisement, a small little advertisement on their thank you page, which is the page that you see after you buy something online. So if you go and you purchase something online, and here's what you do. You see the sales page or whatever, you click it, you say, yeah, I want to buy that. You go over to the checkout page, you put your credit card information in. After you press enter on that page, you go to a thank you page, a page that says, hey, thank you for your patronage, or congratulations, you just bought this book or this series or this membership or whatever it is. That's the thank you page, right? So putting a small advertisement on that, and that advertisement on that page after somebody buys, that advertisement offers another product to the buyers. And when we first started doing this back in, I think our very first time we started doing this was back in 2004. That was about a year after I started online. I went from offline companies to my first online company. Back in 2004, we immediately, when we first started doing this, I'll never forget this, we immediately had about a 34% take rate. So 34% of our customers bought another complementary product. Complementary not meaning free, but complementary meaning it's related to the first product that they bought. So they bought another complementary product from us using a simple ad that we just put on our thank you page, right? It took us maybe 15, 20 minutes to write the ad, put it there, and put a link to purchase it. Done. So if we're selling a book, the ad might say something like, hey, your library is not complete without this other book. Click the link now or call us now and get it, and we'll give you a discount. Like, that's it. It's just a simple little ad. So let's say you're a stockbroker or a dating expert or a consultant, or you sell supplements. If you, as an example, lead with a low-cost book, like let's say you're a stockbroker and you come out with a book that says, here's how to really evaluate and buy the best stocks. Somebody buys it, they go, they put their credit card in, and then they go to your thank you page, right? And on the thank you page, after somebody pays for your book, you put an ad that says something like, hey, if you really want faster results, like here's a special $200 coupon that could be redeemed in the next 7 days for a coaching call with me, or for a year membership into our online community, or for a 6-month supply of our top selling product or service or whatever. No matter what industry you're in, there will always be only 4 ways to grow. This is basic stuff. But a company that forgets the basics like this always struggles. On the other hand, a company that grows and then sets up processes and then keeps monitoring those basics, right? Those processes monitor the basics. Those companies always grow more smoothly, more predictably, and more profitably. Now, if you're having troubles scaling past the $1 million mark, or even the $10 million or $100 million mark, go to and take the Built to Grow review. It's completely free, and it helps leaders just like you to see where the best leverage points are in your business right now. Because your leverage points change as you grow, and most entrepreneurs don't understand that. They believe that what got them to where they are today is going to be strong and it's going to keep their company growing. It's never the case. This is one of the best 360 reviews for business that we've ever used. It's builttogrowreview.com. I'll put a link in the description below. But again, it's builttogrowreview.com. It's free. And the insight you get could literally be what changes the game for you this quarter or this whole year. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do it now, because we're giving away a $5,000 business strategy meeting with me. Companies pay 6 figures to be in my advisory program. So even just one meeting, one idea for one meeting could flip that switch and change the game for you and your company almost overnight. To qualify, you just need to subscribe and comment below on what you liked about this video. Go ahead, subscribe now, comment, and then check out my next video over here.